Thank you, guys. Sound Entertainment. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Make sure you definitely join us on all social medias, Twitter, King Sound Entertainment. Hey, Ant, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. How's it going today? You hear me?
Going good, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you.
Thank you
Everything
so
going
much.
good.
Okay. Everything going good, brother. I'm sorry for the setup, but I'm trying to get everything going. And so this is another interview with Philanthropy at its best, where we honor, celebrate nonprofit organizations and philanthropists and humanitarians. So I would like to let people know who you are, who don't know you. Introduce yourself first.
Anthony Lanier second. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
and
breaking up.
you are okay.
NFL
Breaking a
football
little bit.
player from Savannah, Georgia. Got you. Got me?
Yes. So, go ahead.
Yeah, just NFL football player out of Savannah, Georgia. HBCU lifestyle, Alabama A&M University.
Yes, sir. And so, name your foundation is
Undefeated Warrior.
yes. And so, give a little bit of background about your football career, even your challenge coming into the football NFL league. How
Okay,
you,
came out
yeah,
of came in Alabama A&M University after they recruited me and got a scholarship, full ride scholarship there. Did 4 years, got my bachelor's in physical education with a concentration in sports management. And during that time, while I was at Alabama A&M University, I also played basketball and football in college. So went through the years and played against some pretty good teams and good guys. Doug Williamson was one of the guys who I also played against, and I went through there. And my sophomore year, I had a scout come to me from the NFL, and they were trying to look, and inquire about me. And of course, my coach told me like he's only a sophomore, give him time to develop and everything. So it was cool, And I was like really open to that, aspect that I was going to be into the NFL. So I came out there, came out there, and I'm Amazon coming in, but came out there and worked hard and ended up, going into the draft. Didn't get drafted. Undrafted free agent. Go out there and get a call from the Washington Redskins and start my career out there. Made the 53-man roster right off the first jump. It was a struggle because, that's kind of rare that you have that, especially coming from an HBCU, that you have a rookie come in and make the 53-man roster from over some draft picks. So lo and behold, 2 years go by. Got a couple sacks, get a little playing time under my belt. End up getting released from there and going to the LA Chargers. Played over there for a while, and then got released after a year and a half, and then got picked up by Kansas City, and then Kansas City after draft released me. So right now it's more of a waiting game. Free agent, waiting on everything with all this COVID-19 going on to
yeah,
get
yeah.
established to go back to work. But that's a little bit about me.
So yeah, so the challenge, even for your NFL career and prior to that, has always been there. So you know what it's like to fight against the odds and beat the odds, and when so much barriers and stacked against you. So a lot of that was your passion for starting the foundation. So tell us a little bit about the foundation.
Right. Right. So the reason I called it Undefeated Warrior, first of all, my high school is H.V. Jenkins High School in Savannah, Georgia, and we were the Warriors. Through my life, I came up in a neighborhood called Carver Heights, and I love my dad because they really, molded me into the man I am today. Because not knowing at the time that I was living in one of the most historic neighborhoods in Savannah, Georgia, for being one of the biggest black communities that had everything where a black community didn't have to leave outside of the neighborhood and had everything they needed to take care of each other. Everybody knew everybody. And went to Jenkins, and when I got there, I was faced with so much adversity because I was out of the hood. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So people always judge or how I acted or how I talked. Um, I cleaned it up a little bit as I got older because I matured, but I had a lot of people telling me that I would not be anything in life or make anything out of myself. So,
Yes.
with the grace of God and having faith in my family and everything, different coaches stepping in my life and different mentors just helping me along the way, trying to show me how to be the man I am today. I came out with Undefeated Warrior because just because somebody was trying to defeat me my whole life, I feel like you say the devil been on my back for a long time. But I have never let him get the best of me to achieve or accomplish any goal that I had set for myself.
Yes. And so that's,
So,
I'm sorry, breaking up. I'm sorry. That's why it's so important for you
yeah,
to pass that message on to young people, right? The same message.
right,
Yeah.
right. So I always tell them, anything they want to do, just start first and make sure that they could do it. So that's how I ended up starting the foundation. It's going in 4 years now, and I get children all the time who come to me and they always say, "Can I make it to the NFL?" I'm not gonna tell a kid that they cannot make it to the NFL because somebody told me I couldn't make it and I did make it. So if I give them the encouragement, the empowerment to keep pushing, that it can be your dream can be made a reality, why not do that instead of trying to shut them down to keep them lower than we already are as people?
Yes.
Don't want to do that. So I always press to them, wherever you want to be, whoever you want to be, as long as you do what's right and follow protocol like you need to get to that point, it can be successful.
Yes. So who are some of the other pro athletes you call on to come and help with the camp, and that you can call to come and be a good, a descriptive and substantial representation of what you're trying to send out to the kids? Who are some of the other athletes that's come and help you with the foundation?
Now, I did have what's funny about this. I'm gonna tell you about him later. But I had like Chris Baker, Tavares Barnes. I've had different just different people come through, just to say hey to the kids. Josh Norman, he came and spoke to the kids, and he also sent some goodies down for them. DTLR has picked up and helped me with shirts. It's a lot of people that come in. But what was funny about this particular person was his name is Frank Kurz. Frank Kurz is from Savannah, Georgia. He went to Savannah High, went to Jenkins. Frank Kurz is 4 years older than I am.
Mm.
So he went to Alabama A&M University first,
Wow.
out of Savannah.
Wow.
I went right behind him.
Yeah.
He wore number 90 in college. I wore number 90 in college.
Wow.
He went to the NFL. I went to the NFL. He played for Washington Redskins. I played for Washington
Wow.
Redskins. It just became that bond because it was like, and I finally, got to meet him. And I'm like, bro, man, you got the same nickname and everything. Like, what I'm saying? He was like, bro, I've been waiting to meet you too.
Wow.
And it was an automatic hit off right there. And, following in his footsteps, basically,
Yeah.
because I was appreciative of having that, him as a role model to show me this is how you do this, and what you do this. So I already had the recap of the NFL when I got into it because I had somebody who I could actually reach out to, call, and he's like, you know what, I answered the phone with him.
That was a lot of coincidence. That's amazing. That's life
Right.
changing. That's what's so important about you reaching out and reaching back to these young kids, because they really can change lives as they see a descriptive representation of them, and they can just make the connections more easier. And it's just believable to them because they are where you were, and they just believe it. It's what they feel, how you make people feel too when you're helping them as well. The genuineness and sincerity of it. And so what is the criteria for a kid that want to participate in your program? What do they have to do? Application process, or what age group?
It's a simple application process. It's like, I just want to know more about the kid. What's your favorite hobbies? What you like to do? What position you want to play? What do you, where you live? What part of town are you growing up in? Give me your phone number. Give me your email address. Here's my phone number. I want to communicate with the kids because I don't want them to feel like they couldn't approach me, walk up to me, and ask me anything they needed to. But they do that. I get them a little goodie bag and everything. And they have a live performance concert at the end. Feed them Waffle House for breakfast, and then I get my family to do this huge barbecue for them and everything. And then after that, as a respect to the families for letting me do that, I also do an all-white fundraiser party at a club down in Savannah where the parents can now come out and have a good time and say, you know what, this guy right here is really trying to reach out to us, teaching kids. Now I'm showing them that I appreciate them and love them for the constant support. So my first year doing the camp, I had 150 kids. Second year, I had 250 kids. The last year that we did it, I had 450 kids.
Wow.
So it's constantly growing, and it was really upsetting at the time, but I understood it, and it worked out in the end because at first I wasn't getting any help. I was just doing everything out of pocket for one, but two, I had a woman approach me. This woman said, "Why are you doing this football camp? You're making all this money, and you can come out here and just forget about all this." I said, because I was forgot about when I was at a young age. I wasn't a kid that was approached by an NFL player or somebody in business or anybody at a top shelf level to say you can do this or show me a blueprint to do it. I say, I'm doing my city, my people, anybody who I meet, any child that watches me, I'm doing them an injustice by not pushing that on to them or pushing the knowledge that I've learned, because I've always been told by older people, be humble and take, everything with a grain of salt, but always listen before you speak.
Yes. Yeah. So as a result of those that participate, because you've been doing it for 4 years now, what is some of the challenges that you
I'm sorry,
still see
you're
as
breaking
far
up a little
as
bit.
what is
You're
some of the
breaking up a little bit.
challenges? What are
hmm
some of the challenges the organizations have since you've been doing it for like 4 years now? What are still some of the challenges you have working with the children?
Some of the challenges still having, for me, it's the diversity. I have a problem with the diversity. Me reaching out to the lower income families, I can get them out there, but as far as, the upper class families, the locations that I have it in, they necessarily don't want area times, or they don't know about it, or they really want to invest into their child in that type of way. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little bit of a problem. And also, like I said, at first it was hard to get people to help. So you're talking about getting, 300, 400, 500 shirts for your, the volunteers, the staff that's going and everything, all the people that's helping out with the campaign. I'm spending around on an actual football camp. I'm spending at least $12,000 when it's all said and done,
Wow.
and that's
Wow.
I'm doing it because I love it, and I would, wish somebody would have did it for me. And I don't need no payment. I don't need no praise. I don't need nothing. But the best thing for me is when I go home or go to the different communities where you have the kids coming from, and I see the shirt on a kid running around playing football, or I see a kid come up to me and, hey, listen, man, how you been? So proud of you. I saw you. I played with you on Madden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That really just reminds me, this is how I wanted to do everything I set out to do. And after I get those, I have to find a way to raise the bar, even for myself, even for the people coming after me, because it was actually a kid who's now playing for the Buffalo Bills who came to my football camp and volunteered, heard me speak and everything. He got into the league. He got drafted because he moved and went to another school. And as soon as he got drafted, he called me, said, "Hey, you inspired me. I made it."
Wow, I made it. That right there, that was my next question. Like, how gratifying is it? Sometimes immediate gratification all the time, working with these kids one-on-one, you get this immediate gratification. But that's like the real ultimate long-term gratification. Like when somebody come back and say they made it, it's like, wow,
Right.
that changes your life. Because I think in humanitarianism, that's the whole 360. You think you change their life, but they change yours. You know what I'm saying? And because that right there,
That was
that'll
so
be,
funny because
that'll be
it's also funny. It reminded me how old I'm getting.
oh wow, that's crazy. And so the King Solomon Entertainment is growing. Our audience on Twitter is growing. On Instagram is growing. YouTube and King Solomon Entertainment.tv is growing. And so, how can somebody let them know how they can get involved? How they can partner with you? Like, how let them know?
I mean, via Instagram. Got my Instagram information right here, but also they can get on. I have a foundation website. It's Anthony Lanier, Undefeated Warrior Foundation.com. Get on there. You reach out. My email is my last name 6342 at Gmail. You know, just message out, reach out. Don't hesitate to, you know, slide in the DM.
Exactly.
I would appreciate it, and if I can, even tell me, you know, because the most I can give is my time. I can show the
And what
appreciation I
about
can give.
and what about volunteers that want to come and like participate in the camp, and people who want to volunteer and be a part of? How can they be a part? You have volunteer applications as well?
Nope. Show up.
Okay.
That's all you gotta do.
Just show up. Okay.
Show up.
Okay.
You'll get your shirt. Let's go. Because at that point, you got your application and you're ready to go.
So the goal for the Anthony Lanier Foundation is to continue to grow it and probably be in other cities besides Savannah as well.
Yes, because I did some things out in DC while I was out there, and I also did a few things while I was in LA. Didn't get to do anything in KC because of all the COVID stuff. But that's my thing. I like to go to different football camps to support my teammates, or go to different high schools and show the kids anything. Also, another part of the Undefeated Warrior Foundation is that my mother handles. She does etiquette classes, and she also does cooking classes for the kids as well, so they can have basic skills of how to go through life, how to survive in a house where you got your food, you can cook, be able to make little dishes and stuff like that, quick, fast, and easy, and also to be out there in a corporate America and you have to sit down and have dinner, knowing just as simple as which fork to use and how to show etiquette, not elbows on the table, just little simple stuff like that goes so far because the kids will never forget that.
Now, this is a day event, a 2-day event. How long is the camp?
No, it's a day for the camp, but we do the etiquette classes and all that stuff year round.
Wow.
It's just it's about how many kids you get, because we can get the space for a little or nothing. And then even with that, before all the COVID-19 stuff was going on, we also had people at the house. Wow. I'm at there showing the kids how to grill. I'm showing them, my mom's showing them how to bake, saying different things like that.
And so you reach out to the foundation in the same way for the etiquette class as you would do for the annual camp too. The same, same information. Okay. So man, I just want to continue to encourage you to just keep doing what you're doing, and reach out. Want to volunteer, reach out. If you want to partner with Anthony Lanier, reach out. He's doing wonderful things in the NFL, wonderful things in humanitarian. He's making this country better than what it is, and it's making it great. And we don't hear enough good things that we're doing to make this country better. You hear about all the negative things, but I think Philanthropy at its best is definitely proud of highlighting the wonderful good and the humanitarianism that a lot of philanthropists and people like yourself are doing. So definitely reach out. Definitely contact King Solomon Entertainment on Twitter, IG, King Solomon Entertainment, YouTube, James Claiborne Interviews, and we on King Solomon Entertainment.tv. We on most social media platforms. So definitely reach out to King Solomon Entertainment, and definitely reach out to Anthony Lanier. Keep up the great work, and if you want to send a message, you want to send out that they're not getting, what is the one last message as we close you want to send out to people that they misconceptions you want to clear up? One last message you want to send out to the people.
Keep God first always, and make sure that you always raise the bar for yourself and don't ever stop. Don't let anybody tell you can't stop, because you will succeed. And as a person, help other people to get to where they need to be, as well as let them help you.
Thank you so much to the Anthony Lanier Foundation. Definitely, guys, connect, reach out, and continue to make a difference. And thank you so much for doing this interview, Anthony. And just be encouraged to keep doing what you're doing, brother. We'll be in contact. Thank you so much.
All right,
thank you, guys. Thank you, IG. Thank you so much. All right.
All right, have a good day.
You too.